morning and happy Monday. My name is Sarah and I'm here with Rachel.
Hi.
And we are going to be going over some spring nail art designs as well as Easter designs. So I'm going to flip the camera around and we will get started. All right. So thank you for joining us. I'm going to put on my other glove and we can get started. I wonder, there was a time when not many people wanted to use gloves, and now so many people do wear gloves, and I wonder if they are doing it because aesthetically it's nice to have gloves on, or in my case, like I have contact dermatitis, so do people do that because of allergy, or do they do it because it's just cleaner
just
or profesh, or yeah.
Wait, you don't want to look at my grown out nails?
No, but your nails are nice.
And I'm also allergic and I'm just going to use gloves.
All the things.
It's fine. Good morning,
yeah, it's totally fine. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. All right, we are going to get started with some spring nail art design. So I have started this 5-finger design, and I'll walk you through everything that I've used. And we are going to be working on these 2 nails in today's live. So this is Funtime Frankie, which is this totally fun, cute springtime coral.
I love that color.
Love it. And then on this end, we have a little aquamarina. Aquamarina is a hidden gem in the Magpie line. It is this beautiful, it is turquoisey, but I wouldn't call it a deep turquoise or a bright turquoise. It's just a lovely, lovely color. It's wonderful. And then my background color is Forget-Me-Not. And on all of these, I have 1 layer of Forget-Me-Not. So we are going to start with this. I'm going to move these out of the way. These have actually already been top coated. I used our Top It Off clear, which is a wonderful thick version of Don't Be Tacky. So you can chrome on top of Top It Off, and also then it is thick and super nice and shiny, everything like that. So Top It Off is a fantastic top coat. Unfortunately, this is out of stock at the moment, but hopefully it will be restocked this week. Let's all cross our fingers. Okay, so I am going to start working on, we'll start with this guy. On this, I was going to use a little bit of Blossom. Blossom is kind of like a fairy dust, and I'm going to show you how to apply it in that manner. This can be patted on in a thick layer over this, and that's going to give that white cast. But if you want just the sparkle payoff, just the shimmer to shine through, rather than the white cast to shine through, I'm going to show you how to do that. So taking our favorite applicator brush, our Magpie glitter applicator, you're just going to go in and get a little, just like that. And I'm going to move this out of the way so I don't drop that. All right, and then from up above, we are just going to sprinkle it on. And that's how you're going to get the glitter payoff and not the white part.
It's not going to change the tone of any of the colors that you're using.
It's just going to add this beautiful shimmer to it.
Cute.
And then on top of that, you would use a Give Me Strength that has glitter in it. Is that this one, I think? So
it's got a lot of glitter.
This one has perfect. So when we are working with dry glitter, you want to make a dry glitter top coat or a dry glitter Give Me Strength, anything that you're using for encapsulation, because the dry glitter does come off of the nail and will settle to the bottom of your bottle of gel. So we always just deem 1 bottle, which this one is running a little low, but we always deem 1 bottle for our glitter application. And that way, the clients who don't want glitter don't have to have glitter.
Right. And the clients who do want glitter, congrats, you get like 9 different colors.
Now you get lots of colors like this. Blue in here.
There's probably some red.
So that is going to be this nail done. And then I can top coat with some Top It Off in just a moment. But now we're going to work on the nail art portion, which is going to be on this one. So I have one other color that I used was Piccalilli. So I have Aquamarina, Funtime Frankie, and a little bit of Piccalilli. And I am going to use my Magpie Detailer nail art brush. We love this brush because it is such a fine detailer and it has really great buoyancy in its bristles. So it does exactly what we want it to do. And I'm just going to get that cleaned really quickly. All right, we are ready to go. I am just going to put random size splotches, random size dots, random size whatever, and it's going to be in no particular order. And then I'm going to give this a flash cure of 10 seconds in between my splotches. All right, I'm going to give that a quick flash cure. And when I say flash cure, it just means to put it into the UV or LED lamp for approximately 10 to 15 seconds, depending on the type of gel that you're working with. With Magpie, I would suggest 10 seconds. That's really going to just set that gel into place, and it won't bleed into the next color. So now I'm going to go in with some Fun Time Frankie, and you can do some overlapping, or you can do them on their own. You could do them little baby tinies. You can do them really big and messy. You can do them however you want. And then I'm going to give that a quick flash cure.
Lauren says she loves that color palette.
So cute for springtime, right?
It really is. But it's also one of those that's like kind of like a summer transitional palette. Like you could use it spring or summer.
Yeah, they're not quite pastel. You're right.
Yeah.
So it could be spring or summer.
But they're not like super bright.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it.
And then going in with just the tiniest bit of Piccalilli, just to add some contrast. We're going to be using Piccalilli in the flower that we're going to create at the top of this nail. There we go. So I'm going to give that a full cure.
Cute. I like it.
Now, because I'm working on a nail pop, I am only going to cure it for 30 seconds because it's not being worn by a human and I don't have to worry about under curing. So I'm going to give that a full cure on a nail pop, which would be 30 seconds. If you are working on a human, please make sure you're putting it in for a full 60 seconds. Mm-hmm. Now, Rachel has already made up just a little mixture of
Sabrina and Yin.
Sabrina and Yin.
These beauties. Just that kind of like matte black glitter. Yeah.
Yep.
Why was I not coming up with the words?
So I'm just going to use just the tiniest hint of this and kind of give that speckled egg, right?
Like,
but not
kind of
really.
Kind of terrazzo-y.
Yeah.
Just like abstract.
Yep. Just the tiniest bit. I'm barely even. Nope. I'm barely even going to paint it on, and then just literally spread that around.
Did not order it myself. Oh, I have no idea. I don't know. I got a call and they were like, "Do you want to help?" I was like, "Sure." Why not?
That's cute.
Just to add just that tiny bit of interest. I'm going to spread this one out even more.
Just a little bit of contrast.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Contrast in our colors, contrast in all the things. Mm-hmm. Okay, now I'm going to give that another 30 seconds on a nail pop, but 60 seconds on a human.
It's going to be so cute.
And then I'm going to move this out of the way for a moment because I'm going to bring in our gel paints. So we are going to be painting a daisy at the cuticle area of this nail. So using our Magpie gel paints, and I'm just going to use some white. Mm-hmm. And as soon as this is ready, the Magpie gel paints do cure without a tacky layer. So they kind of cure, they cure without a tacky layer. So you can chrome over top of them. If you were to use the black, you would be able to chrome right on top of it. The white, although we don't technically cure on top of white or chrome. However, I could have top coated on top of this and then put my daisy, and I would have just been able to have more texture. Mm-hmm.
Cute. A
lot more texture. So it just provides you options when you use products that have the ability to cure without a tacky layer. Now you can make your petals small. You can make them big. You can do your daisy however makes you happy. You could do a 5-finger kind of daisy, those 5-finger flower kind of daisies. Rachel and I were talking before this live began about how old nail art is becoming modern again, mm-hmm. and how people are just making a very modern spin on old designs, and it's fun to see.
I mean, because we all know French is back. We didn't think that would happen so soon.
But it's French with a twist.
Yeah.
Everything has this modern twist.
Mm-hmm.
Everything
Almost
that's old
like
comes back.
Like everything has kind of like that minimal, or I don't know, just like a different aesthetic than it did in like the 90s or the early 2000s.
Absolutely.
It's very cute.
Okay, so again, you can do your daisy however you want with as many petals as you want.
That is so cute.
And then we're going to use a little piccalilli right here in the center. And it's just going to be a cute springtime design. So I'm going to give that a quick cure.
Oh, hi.
If you will give that a quick cure. And I am going to be using some of the black gel paint as soon as that cures just a little. Did you top coat that for me? You're the nicest. You are so sweet. Okay, so back out with our daisy, and I can go in with some black gel paint and just create dimension on my petals.
Cute. Just a little
dimension in the middle.
Love that.
And then I'm going to pick up just a little bit of my piccalilli over here, and that's going to create my center.
Oh, that's very cute.
Working upside down is so tricky because now when I turn it the right side, now it's off kilter. Isn't that funny how that works? So if you are working on your client upside down, sometimes you may have to turn their finger over this way so that you can see if you are in the center or not, and how that's working out. Now, one thing that I can teach you is that if it is off center, that's where you're going to use piccalilli to your benefit. You're going to push this over more this way so that it draws the eye that way rather than pushing it this way, right? If I push all of this gel this way, then I would have a more off-centered flower. Go either up or down.
Yeah.
Focus for me, camera.
Is your macro on? Maybe not.
Okay. I don't know. Okay, we'll go down just a little. So by pushing the gel back over this way, it's going to kind of correct the fact that my flower is kind of off center.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, if you'll give that just a 10-second cure, and then I'm going to use the rest of this black to create the little dots in the middle of my flower for some dimension.
Mm-hmm.
And that was some easy nail art.
Yep.
Something you can definitely do quickly in the salon.
That is very easy. Jennifer Cox says, love the way you store the gel paint. It's very
Thank
convenient.
you. It's very convenient. We love that for our Magpie gel paints.
Cute.
All right, will you give that a full cure?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
I love that background.
Excellent.
Of like the little splotchy kind of, I don't know, kind of Easter eggy.
You had called it terrazzo style with that spring flower.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Very, very easy. Okay, I'm going to top coat this with a little bit of Top It Off Clear. And we could sprinkle some blossom on here. You could use Top It Off with the hollow glitz. You have a few options, but I just wanted to show you how to put together a 5-finger design where you could combine some of the mediums that you have in your Magpie collection.
Mm-hmm. And kind of combining different styles as well.
Absolutely.
That it all looks so cute together. It's all very cohesive.
Because we have nail art where we had this 3D effect in essence, right? We used glitter, we used the splotches. Then we want to use a thicker top coat like Top It Off Clear that allows us to self-level over top so that we don't have bumpy nails. Because whatever we send our clients out with, if they have bumpy nails and they are pickers, then they just want to keep picking. Mm-hmm. So by floating just a little more and turning your client's hand over, we are able to smooth out that nail art, and it will prevent them from picking, which is so nice that we can do that.
Cute.
All right. I'm going to just make that level over that. All right. And that goes into the lamp, please. Thank you. Excellent. Next up, Rachel has some very, very cute designs for you that are a modern twist on some old-time favorites in the Eastern nail art. So if you are already doing Eastern nail art, hopefully these designs that she's about to show you are going to not make the bunny ears so not what you want to paint.
Because as much as I love, like, I don't know, like I love springtime nail art and everything just because I'm a huge fan of like pastels and, you know, more muted colors. Like I'm not a huge fan of bright. So I tend to gravitate towards pastel, but I also am not the biggest fan of Eastern nail art. I don't like bunnies.
However, these designs that you found are adorable.
They're very cute.
So, so, so cute. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So here is one option for your spring nail art.
That's so fun.
So cute.
Love that.
All right.
Right.
Rachel, take it over.
Right. There's a lot of glitter on this towel. That's fun.
You betcha.
Okay. So I just painted all of these the same color. I'm not going to use all 5 of them. I'm just going to use a couple, but I painted just in case I needed to do extra. But I just did 2 coats of Baby Blossom as my base pink. And it's just like a very light, muted, semi-sheer pink. It's a beautiful, beautiful color. If you just want like that neutral background for any sort of nail art.
And to be clear, Baby Blossom does not have any shimmer in it.
It does not.
No.
No.
It's just a beautiful, beautiful hue of pink.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know which one to start with. We're going to start with this one.
Oh, it's so cute.
I'm going to show you the picture. So I was perusing Pinterest this morning to look for some inspiration, and I found this guy, and it's just like this sugared tiny little bunnies.
It's adorable.
And they're so fun. So I'm gonna attempt this, and we're gonna see how it goes. And like she showed before, I've got all of my art gels in this palette. I love to custom mix. I love to kind of just come up with my own colors.
The Magpie gel paints, she has mixed custom colors. Like this is not a color that you would get from Magpie. She mixed together multiple colors to get these. So don't be afraid to do a little mixing. If you understand color theory, like she mixed some brown and some orange and some whatnot. So I don't know how she does it, but you can have a play and create all of these adorable colors that don't come in your gel paints.
And if I know I'm going to use it frequently, I mix it in the big in these little pods, and if I know I'm just going to need it a few times, I put it in here.
Amazing.
So there are some colors that I've used more frequently that I will just keep on here, and I will just keep adding to them, like these deeper greens or these like nude colors. Like I'll just keep adding to those. But I did mix a little bit of, in this corner I've got my pastel colors that I'm going to use. So I've got a little bit of it was just a little bit of the yellow gel paint and the white, not the white paint plus, but just the regular white. These all have white mixed in. And then this was a little bit of the light blue. And I want to say there's a little bit of mint in it.
Yeah, you did use mint.
I don't 100% know what these mixtures are that I've made.
You took mint and light blue, these two.
I took these two, and then a tiny bit of this one. And this is the regular light blue. I don't remember what I mixed with this, so it's fine. And then this one is just a mixture of just white and some of the pinks and like the tiniest little hue of purple to it to kind of make it a little bit more.
I do like that you added purple.
Pastel.
It's cute.
Yeah, it's fun. We're gonna just go for it. We're gonna wing this, this is what we do here. And I've got my detailer. This is my all-time favorite nail art brush. And this is gonna be a good time. This is gonna be great. I think I want to do the little yellow guy first.
So a question for you.
Yes.
Would you matte top coat over that if you're gonna sugar, or are you going to
I should.
Okay.
I forgot I was doing that.
So just looking at the picture, the background is matte, and if you're going to sugar on top, then you would matte first, right?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes. So I've just got my velvet top, and I'm just going to do a thin coat over Baby Blossom. And then we will do nail art on top. I totally forgot that was a thing. It's great. Thanks for reminding me.
You're welcome. Just the technique of sugaring is tricky.
Yeah. All right. And then we'll just wait. We'll just hang out.
I like it.
Excuse me, that was rude. How's everybody's Monday going?
Today is a Monday. I feel Monday.
It feels like a Monday.
It feels like a
I'm so
Monday.
tired.
I actually love Mondays.
You know you do. You're
But-
a weirdo.
Well, because Monday just feels like the perfect day to start something. We
Yeah.
can
It's a-
start over. We
it's a
can
new
do
day.
It's that's what it feels like to me. But today it feels like a Monday, where I'm a little tired. I'm a little all the things.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's the Mondayest Monday.
I love
Mondays. I'm actually going to use my Magpie dotting tool right now because I feel like that will be easier for me to kind of create the base shape of this little bunny. We're going to start with the little body and kind of make like just like a little oval shape. And then the little head.
Sorry, Gigi. Oh my gosh, that's already adorable. Earlier, Rachel was like, I don't know if I can do this one. They're so small. I'm like, you're the queen of small.
You're not wrong.
You're the queen of all
Sometimes
things
I
teeny
forget.
tiny.
Sometimes I forget that's what I like to do.
And she does it with
Little
a oh my
tiny
goodness.
little tail. And then I'm going to take my detailer and do the ears up here. And we're going to do just like a little, like you would do like a leaf, like those kind of viney leaves or like a petal. And I just bring that down and not quite connect it.
The detail. Tracy Wilson said, "True, you are the queen of teeny tiny."
Thanks, honey. Appreciate ya. I really do like I don't know, just like the really tiny things. It makes my heart happy. Okay, there's that. And then the little legs.
I just want to giggle. It's so cute.
It is cute. I actually am really digging this. He's a chunky little guy. His body's real big.
Babies usually are chunky. Isn't it adorable? They're adorable.
And then, how do we do back leg? When was the last time I saw a bunny in person? Is this anatomically correct? Probably not. I'm gonna go ahead and say no.
Sheridan said, I attempted these little bunnies last year. Oof, disaster.
All right.
Gosh,
Yep.
That's cute.
Yep.
All right.
And I'm going to do this like one at a time.
Oh, you're going to sugar one at a time. Yeah, okay. All right, I'm going to close this up.
So that it doesn't kind of spread.
So what are you using to sugar?
I am using Yang because I want a little bit of like glittery sugar in there.
So Yang is a ultra fine, super fine, almost like a clear dust.
It is.
And so it's perfect for sugaring. So is yin. Yin is the same.
Mm-hmm. Just the black version of it.
Super crazy fine.
And I'm just going to tap a little bit over.
Oh.
Let it kind of sit in there for a second. Soak it up.
It's so dainty.
Flip it over. And then we're going to cure that. I'm not going to cure the whole time, but I'm going to do like 10, 15 seconds.
That will be enough to harden it, yeah?
Yeah. And then we'll do a different.
Do you think it would be, I have never attempted it like this, but do you think it's hard enough that it won't, if you were to bump it, it would be fine?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Good to know.
Yeah.
So cute. Good morning.
All right. And then I'm going to dust her off real quick, just very gently so that there's no glitter while I'm trying to do the other ones. But like, I wish your macro was working.
I'm not sure why it isn't, but it is so cute.
It is very cute.
Very cute, very cute.
Next, we're going to do the little pink guy that's up at the top. Yeah.
I think you have a fur in there.
There's a good old piece of lint in there.
That would have been a disaster.
All right, we're going to start with the head this time because that's in the picture. I see more of it. And then I'm going to take this little body.
So cute.
It's hard because it's like sideways. I don't know what I'm looking at. All right. Let's put that weird leg in there. This is definitely not what a bunny looks like in real life, but you know, it's fine. And we're gonna add a little tail. Just a little bunny butt tail. And then his little ears.
When you put the ears on, so everybody, I'm watching on another camera, and when she puts the ears on, do you agree that all of a sudden it comes to life?
I think so.
Oh my
Look at
goodness.
it. Cute.
That's adorable.
All right, sugar number 2.
So cute.
Oh, where did I put it? In here. This is real fun. I would
So
do
I'm
this.
I'm under Jim. So Jim Stingway just gave you a heart.
I love that.
That's adorable.
All right, tapping on a little more sugar. Let it sit for a second. Flip her over. Tap it off.
Super cute.
Cure for a few seconds.
Amber Heaps gave you a heart too. Amber, isn't that so
Thanks,
cute?
bud. Appreciate you.
It's so cute when that little
Just add his little
ear comes together.
his little body, his little ears. All right, and then we got one more in this little thing, and then we'll move on to the next one. The next
So
one's
a little
easier.
bit more about the gel paints. Again, they all cure without a tacky layer. So that means that she can 100% do what she's doing, even though she's sugaring. Even if she wasn't sugaring, then she could just paint on top of that velvet top, and it isn't going to rub off or be tacky or anything like that. So it's a really nice thing to have, the gel paints. And if I showed you my palette versus Rachel's palette, you would see that Rachel she's an artist. She loves colors. She loves to play with colors.
It's true.
So
You would
don't
also
be
see
afraid.
that Sarah doesn't do nails.
Don't be afraid to mix colors. Amazing. This is so cute.
You're so funny.
Oh, Tracy said my palette is still sad and spilled in my drawer from my flight.
Oh, boo.
That is sad.
That sucks. I did flip mine over once. I think it may have been to like take it to the educator course because I was like, oh, it's fine. It's not gonna spill. And oh boy, did they. Took
They did
me
spill.
a while to recover from that.
Yep.
That was depressing.
So definitely keep your Magpie paints upright.
I mean, the Paint Plus will stay,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yep.
the regular, nope,
They don't stay.
nope.
Speaking of the Paint Plus, so the Paint Plus is just a little bit thicker consistency, and the Paint Plus doesn't chrome as well. So use the traditional paints if you're wanting to use it for chrome.
Mm-hmm.
If you're putting on a design and going to chrome over it, use the traditional version rather than the Paint Plus version.
Mm-hmm.
Very cute. All right, and for a full cure.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
And then I'm gonna just move on to number 3, and then we'll come back to that once it's done curing, or number 2, I guess.
Okay.
Not number 3. All right. Next up is just yet again another like modernized kind of Eastery
A modern take on those.
Easter eggs and little bunnies. I'm gonna start with where's the it's right here. Nice. With just the white gel paint. And I'm just gonna do the little bunny head first. So it's kind of like almost like a Hershey's Kiss shape. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So if you were in the salon, how much would you charge for, say, the bunny design that is in the lamp?
Ooh.
In a real situation, if you were to do this for a client,
Mhm.
how much would you charge?
Because there were so many steps to it. I mean, if I were doing it on a real person, it's a much smaller canvas, so it takes a lot less time than
Mhm.
this. Probably, I don't know, like $7 a nail, $6 a nail, 7-ish. Because you're doing 3D, you're doing hand painted nail art, you're using a lot of different elements. It's a little time consuming because it's not just like this where you're like painting an egg.
Yep. I like that.
Mm-hmm. All right. These little eggs are so fun.
They're really cute.
Little eggs.
So with that kind of information, how much would you charge for this nail?
Probably the same.
I think that's a fair price.
Yeah.
$6 to $7 per nail when you're doing nail art like this. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Where you're adding in so many different elements. You're having to use more product because you're using gel paints, you're using glitter, you're mixing glitters, all the things. It's not just painting a flower, calling it a day. It's mustard on their fries. What is this song?
Did he say mustard on your fries?
Yeah, gross.
It's funny.
Just go where I want you, please.
Super cute.
Okay, and then I'm going to cure this, and then we're going to add a little bit of glitter to it.
Adorable.
Okay, but this is the first design that we did. Just these little sugared bunnies. Okay, those are so freaking cute.
They are so cute.
I'm obsessed with these.
And I'm interested to feel the texture. Oh, it's soft.
It's very, very soft.
Yep, that yin is very, very soft.
Yes, yin and yang are meant for sugaring, so they are very, very, very like smooth. It doesn't feel like if you were to sugar blossom is less
crunchy.
Yeah, it's a little less fine. These are like, you can tell the size difference in these particles. Like yang is like dust essentially, and blossom is kind of a dusty glitter, but it does have, it has some heft to it. It's a little bit more
the dense. Kind that really like gets caught on your fabric, like the fabric that on Rachel's sweater today, it would like snag on that so much, whereas this is soft and it's not snagging. You can feel the texture, but it's not snagging.
And if you have clients that are wanting this, but they have a problem with texture, I would probably just tell them
it's best to just top coat. Well, it's best to just top coat and not sugar over top.
Yeah. And then I'm going to add a little bit of, I've got that little concoction from earlier with Sabrina and Yin, just the tiniest little bit. And I'm going to use my my Illustrator because I just need a little bit of a bigger brush and just put it on these little eggs.
Oh my goodness. That is so cute. That's
just so cute. Just a little Easter egg moment. That's so fun.
Yep, that is adorable. So how many of you watching, let's start a conversation on nail art and pricing for your nail art. How many of you charge for nail art? Yes or no?
Please tell me.
Let's start there.
Yes.
Tracy Wilson gives a thumbs up. Yes, she charges for nail art.
Not a girl.
Cindy says, yes, I charge for nail art. Perfect.
Bree over there, I don't think she
Katie
does.
Fulham says yes. I'm going to give one more second, then I have another question. Maybe the lack of answering means that no, they do not charge for nail art. But
All right, I'm gonna cure that.
my next question is, do you charge? Sheridan says, I'm with Bree. She doesn't charge for nail art. Okay, so we have a couple no's and a couple yeses.
Yeah.
Next up is, if you do charge for nail art, do you charge like well, it's a two-part question, and I'm going to try and keep it yes or no. Do you charge a minimum of $1 per nail? Per nail, not $1 for all nails. $1 per nail, yes or no?
No.
No what? You're a no? You do. You charge a minimum of $1 per nail.
My minimum is like 2 or 3.
I know. I'm just saying, do they charge at least $1?
Oh,
At
okay.
least $1
Okay.
per nail, not
Gotcha.
$1 total.
Gotcha.
All right, we have yes, yes, yes. Perfect. Now, the question is, do you charge a minimum regular amount? So basically what I'm getting at, instead of questions, basically what I'm getting at is it's so important to charge for nail art, even if it's $1 per nail. So if you charge 0, then I would suggest that you charge a minimum of $1 per nail. Think about all of the effort that you're putting into it. Think of the talent that you have to practice with, and think of the cost that you've put into the nail art supplies. So if you're like, oh, this is so hard, then you just start with $1. Then you go up from there. Katie says she charges a minimum of $5. That's what I'm talking about. That is smart business, because you have invested a great deal into your craft with the supplies and with everything like that.
Right, and especially like education. That's
right. So depending on how you've set up your current clientele, it can be scary to just all of a sudden start charging for nail art. So I would suggest you just start with just $1, and then you go up from there. But charging for nail art does not make a beautiful manicure. Nail art is extra and should be paid for.
Right. Absolutely, because you don't have to have nail art for it to be.
You can have a plain color manicure and it would be beautiful, right? Plain color can be beautiful.
Absolutely.
So why is this cost the same as this? That just doesn't make any sense.
It makes no sense. When you take extra time,
that's right,
it should cost extra.
So to all of you watching, if you do not charge for nail art, I suggest that you start with baby steps. Sometimes it can be hard to say, wow, that will be $6 per nail, right? That would make us have a heart attack. So how about $1? $1. That's not so hard, right? $1 is less than a candy bar, for heaven's sake. But you put in more time and you spent more money on these products than that.
Right.
So start today. Make a plan.
Please do.
And make some money being a nail tech, for sure. All right. Is that one ready?
Not quite.
She's almost done. She's almost done curing.
Just cooking in here. Cooking away.
Excellent. All right, everybody. So today we covered spring nail art, just a couple of different designs where you can implement these into your spring and or Easter nail designs. All of these products can be purchased here in the app, or if you prefer, you can shop online at magpiebeautyusa.com. And we will be back on the app in 2 weeks, but next week you can join us at 10 a.m. on the Magpie Beauty Instagram, and we will see you next week. If you have any questions, as always, please contact us. We're happy to help in any way we can. And have a great day. Bye.